Welcome back to the channel, folks. We're finally getting back on the 1941 Chrysler Black Beauty. I mean, I know it's been a while and been waiting for parts, and then other things started to happen, and I don't know what's going on half the time. But we are back, and I think we might have to remove the hood from this car because we got a big job to do. I've already taken the head off, as everybody knows, or most people know, but we've got to replace one of the valves, and I'm going to need some working room. And there's room here, but let's face it, you know, that's not going to cut it. I'm going to have to stand up in there, and who knows what. And I just can't work like that. I won't. Oh, sorry. And I just can't work like that. I won't. How about that? All right, calm down, old man. Anyways, so that's our strategy, is to remove the hood, get everything set up, grab all my tools, and jump right in there and try and figure out why that exhaust valve got stuck, and is the new one going to fit in? We got to figure that out. So let's get set up here and get right to it. At the moment, this car is a little too hot to work on. I think we're pushing over 100. We better cool it down a bit. That'll do for now. All right, let's get the other side open, and no, we'll get this side open. And we'll see if we can get some bolts out. You always know when things are out of control when you're using a bucket for your tools. All right, no problem. We'll get it. Let's see if I can get up in there. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's use the Makita, speed it up a little bit because this is going to get hot soon. 7/16, I believe. Oh. Now what do we got up here? Another one up here. Right there. So we got it. That's two. Now we'll let this back down. And we'll try and get the other side. There we go. We can get this one here. All right, one more to go. Gonna need something to stand on, like this block. All right. I'm gonna take these keys off too, because all I hear is those keys clanging. And you're probably hearing it too. Okay, that should do it. I'm not sure I'm going to lift that. Maybe I could stick it on the roof, or no, I'll stick it on the table here because I don't want to damage that roof any more than it is. So we got one more bolt to throw in the bucket. Bucket of tools and bolts. Now, let me cool that down again because it's getting too hot. Yeah, this car is definitely going to stay black. Black is the color for this car. For me anyways. Everybody has their own choice of colors, but for me, I'm voting black. I'm going to do this without hurting myself and breaking anything. Drop out of the way. And set it right here. Let's see how this goes. Wow, this is a real conglomeration here. All right. Ah. Okay, that wasn't easy. But we got it. Watch it. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, there it is. Wow. That thing is a little bit awkward, but we got it off. All right, now we got some working room. Let me get the camera and show you what's going on here. So here's the part of the situation is right here. This firewood off of here. And this bag. There we go. Okay, there it is, and there's the missing valve there. So I gotta figure out if the new one fits in there and why the old one didn't. I'm not sure what the valve guides are made of. I don't know if they're brass or steel, or I'm not really sure. But I know that valve was very difficult to get out, the old broken one. And so we gotta make sure that that new one slips right in there. Let me grab that and we'll see how that looks. I think we'll just get right in there, and that'll be easier to do the inspection of that valve guide. That even from here it doesn't look great. All right. Yep. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, my back. That's good. What if I get right in here? Oh, no, I don't bend like that. Okay. How about like that? All right. I'm very comfortable. Except for that stabbing pain in my back. But other than that, this is really nice. Okay, so I'll show you the valve, which you may have seen earlier. A brand new valve. It's beautiful. I love that. And we have the old valve. Not so nice. Broken off, of course. And if you remember, we had a hard time getting it out, and it is still extremely tight. I don't know what that is. It looks like oil, but there's a lot of gunk in there in the valve guide. Let me see if I can have a look in there. Oh, oh yeah, it's just full of sludge. We'll see if I can get you in there, but maybe. Get the light. All right, here we go. I don't know if you can see that, but if you look right down in the guide there, maybe if I hold it still, there's a lot of sludge. I don't know if you're getting, you might not be getting the shot, maybe there, but there's a lot of sludge. So I'm going to try and clean that out. I'm not sure what width. Let's just see if the new valve measures up to the old valve. Hopefully it's identical. All right, let's get the calipers on it and see what it looks like. And as most people know by now, that I'm a professional dial indicator operator, and now I'm going to master the calipers, digital caliper. So we'll see what we got here. Here's the old one, and its diameter is 30, well, let's call it 341 thousandths of an inch. And this one is 339. So it's just a touch smaller, not much. That might be in our favor. Let's try it and see if it fits. And it does not fit either. And now I got sludge all over it, but Yeah, it's tight also. So we've got to clean that guide out. I'm not even sure what they're made out of, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to clean it and then see if we can get these valves to fit, both of them. This one should fit. That's the original. And hopefully this one is not too sloppy by the time we're done. Okay, let me get some. I don't really have anything to clean that, so I might have to make something, which I hate doing. Okay. Here we go. Let me out. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about me. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm good. All right, let's go. Okay. Good Lord. Okay, here's the strategy. Here's our broken valve, so we know what the diameter is. It's, what did I say? 339 thou, and this one is 241. So it's 100 thou difference. That's 50 thou to each side, 50 thousandths of an inch. Okay, so we're back in the shop here. I didn't order something to clean that valve guide out. I should have. But Amazon and myself, we're not getting along like we used to. I'm just not feeling it. Maybe it's me, because usually it is me. But so I didn't order anything, so we're going to have to try and make something to put in there and spin around and clean out the valve guide, and hopefully that'll do it. First step is to cut the head off of this. Then I'm going to cut with a hacksaw a slot in here, and then try and slide some of this, what do you call it, 3M, come on, it's coming to me, Scotch-Brite. Yeah, 3M Scotch-Brite. This is the gray, which is the pretty fine stuff. If I can get that to go on there, you know, maybe that far, chuck this in a drill and just let her rip. Okay. Okay, we'll cut the head off first. What do we got for that? One of those. Sorry. Okay, now I'll just clean that up a bit with the grinder. Okay, that might work. I don't think I can get it all the way down in the valve guide. If not, I'll have to find a longer bolt. This is the longest one I could find so far. This will be the test cleaner. Test valve guide cleaner coming up. So now we'll try and cut that with the hacksaw. Let's see what we got. This one. Let's hope it works. And this blade is screwed. Let's try another one. That doesn't look any better. That looks terrible. What have I been cutting? Concrete? Let me see if I can find another blade. Okay, brand new blade. So we can figure this thing out. Alright, give me a clue here. Well, how does this work? I don't know why all these blades are wrecked. I must have been cutting something really hard. Oh man, you kidding me? It's going to be an ordeal, looks like. Yep, I was right. It is going to be an ordeal. That's not even a... Okay, slip fit. That one too, I guess. Is this going to fit? Good thing it wasn't an emergency. That should do it. Alright, here we go. One more time. Oh, that feels better. That should do it. Now, alright, so we got our slot cut in there. That's a pretty narrow slot. I don't know if that's going to go in there. Something tells me no. We may be resorting to a different method. Come on. You want to go in, don't you? Now we'll just cut that off with my handy pair of scissors. There they are. Is that going to be enough? I should give it a little more. A little more. All right. That actually is working. Let me just change that up a bit. Cut that and that. Let's try this again. Because I like how this is going, but gotta get it right in that slot. That's better. That's more like it. Okay, there it is. Okay, don't laugh. This could still work. And then that's going to turn like that. That's going to turn like that. Now we'll just measure that. What did I say? 339. Is it even possible? It sure is. But I'll be pushing it. There's 337, and I'm pushing it. But if I can get that started, man, that's going to clean it out. Okay. That's our strategy. If I can get that in the hole, we'll put some oil in there to start off with, just to kind of ease into it and give it a few tries and see if it gets the sludge out. So I think that's the only problem, is whatever sludge or rust. I don't know if it could be rust. It didn't look like rust on the old valve because it's pretty clean. I think it was just sludge. Hate sludge. All right, let's go out there. Just had another thought also. I need to protect this part so that it doesn't damage the valve guide. So we'll just wrap that with some electrical tape. That should solve that potential harm. And this is going to spin around, well, it doesn't matter which way, that way. So we'll put this on this way. And this will protect the rest of the valve guide, if I can actually do this. Well, this is looking pretty fancy now, with the tape on it. It's going to make all the difference. There we go. Right down to the Scotch-Brite. There we go. Oh! There it is. Isn't that awesome? Okay, maybe not. We're going to try it. And the blazing sun is back, so let's do another cool down. All right, that should be better. All right, let's get back in there. Whoa. There, I think I'm getting better at it. Well, sort of. Gotta get over here a little bit. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay, we've got our valve guide cleaning tool. And now I just need to get that in there. And let's start with some oil. And if this kind of works, then we'll get some solvent or something, but I'm going to stick with the oil for now. See what that does. I don't want to get too aggressive, even though I'm using all the wrong tools, but it's okay. So we get that in there. Well, it's started. Let's put the drill on it and see. Am I going to get on there? Maybe. Oh, it actually works. See what it looks like. Oh, it's definitely dirty. Let's give her some more oil. Yeah, it's real dirty. Maybe we'll change the Scotch-Brite again. Hold on, we lost it. Yeah, there's some real dirt coming out of there. Let me get some shot of this stuff. Some more oil. Let's try it again. Oh yeah, look at the crud coming out of there. Wow. All right. Of course, I can't reach the brake clean now. And everything is hot. Oh, I got it. Here we go. Hold on. Yeah, I got it. All right, let me get back in there. This might actually work. If I don't get messed up here. All right, let's give her a cleaning. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's what the valve guys are made of, if they could rust, perhaps. Where's the valves? Okay, hang on. I think I got one with me somewhere. Yeah. Okay, there's the old valve. Oh wow, look at that. Drops right in. Like nothing. Yeah, it was just sludge. Or rust or whatever could be in there. Whatever it was is gone now. So that's the old valve. And yeah. Drops right in. It's beautiful. Hold on. See if I can get it out. Okay, so that's the old one. I think I have the new one on my pocket. Yep. And there's the new one. Fits right in, and obviously the lifter is up at the moment, so it won't go all the way down. So now what? Well, it's still a bit dirty in there, but we'll clean that up. I don't think we need to hone it anymore. This actually did a very good job. Uh-oh, here comes that cat. Hobo. I'm in the middle of something. Why are you here again? You should be at home. All right, Hobo's here. I gotta show him some love. Yeah. Anyways, we're getting there. Let me throw some more brake clean in there. Wow. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. All right, let's see if I can get out of here. Again. Oh, just ripped my best shirt. Wow, that's great. Here we go. Yeah, okay, this is fantastic. Let me get out of here, and I guess I should clean that seat and inspect that. It doesn't look bad, doesn't feel rough, but it's, yeah, sure, it's dirty, of course. But maybe just a little bit of Scotch-Brite and clean that up and do another inspection. But actually that seat looks very good. Maybe I should lap the valves. Okay, these seats are inserts. I can see it. I should probably lap the valve, the new valve, and then it'll show me how bad things are. I don't have any lapping compound, of course. I don't even know if you can see me. Hold on. Let me tilt it up. There we go. Like I was saying, the valve guide is fine now. It was just sludge and who knows what else. But what we don't know is the fit, one, as far as the valve sealing surface. And also, we're going to have to adjust this valve because it's brand new, so it's going to have the right tappet clearance. which that's not so bad once I find out the values. And then we'll check them all, probably, maybe. One for sure. Yeah, so that's our next step. Some valve grinding compound and adjust the valves, adjust the valve, and we'll go from there. All right, let's move on to the next stage. Of course, I don't have valve lapping compound at the moment, but I will get some and we'll straighten this out. Thanks for watching, folks. Awesome. Oh. How do I get out of here now? Oh. Where's Hobo gone? All right.